Get ready for the ultimate music competition that will leave you on the edge of your seat.
The full package, where the best of Virginia will battle it out to prove they have what it takes.
Hello, we're your host. I'm Nina Nicole.
And I'm LITS. In this thrilling competition, contestants will face electrifying challenges testing their musical knowledge, skills, and creativity.
You have one shot to prove you're the full package.
Only the most exceptional performers will rise to the top and claim the title as the full package. Every note,
every move,
every beat counts. Who will have what it takes to become the ultimate music sensation and reign supreme as the full package?
Don't miss the full package, where dreams are made and legends are born. Tune in for the most thrilling music competition of the year.
Coming soon to your screens.
The full package.
This is great. I like the choice, my texture and everything. Right. Mind blowing.
I've never seen talent like this before.
You've got the full package.
Yeah.
Nina.
See. Goblin. Gotta put on for my team. Put on for my team, yeah. Gotta put on for my team.
Get ready for the ultimate music competition that will leave you on the edge of your seat.
The full package, where the best of Virginia will battle it out to prove they have what it takes.
Hello, we're your host. I'm Nina Nicole.
And I'm LITS. In this thrilling competition, contestants will face electrifying challenges testing their musical knowledge, skills, and creativity.
You have one shot to prove you're the full package.
Only the most exceptional performers will rise to the top and claim the title as the full package. Every note,
every move,
every beat counts. Who will have what it takes to become the ultimate music sensation and reign supreme as the full package?
Don't miss the full package, where dreams are made and legends are born. Tune in for the most thrilling music competition of the year.
Coming soon to your screens.
The full package.
This is great. I like the choice, my texture. Right. Mind blowing.
I've never seen talent like this before.
You've got the full package.
Hello. Welcome to the Full Package podcast. I am your host, Nina Nicole.
And I'm Michelle Young. And we are back.
We are back.
We are back with our second episode of our podcast, which, if you missed us on our last episode, we are a songwriting and performance competition that is located right here in Hampton Roads of Virginia. So we created this podcast to talk about our vision, why we're here, why we're doing this. And so, we just want to kind of start out by asking Nina, how was your week? How's the past week been?
Look, it's been good. It's been busy. We're always setting up meetings with people and judges and all these different types of things. So it's good to sit down and be able to finally talk it out with you guys. So how's your week been?
It's been good. Like Nina said, we've been pretty much every day, all day, all night. We're trying to make some good connections in the community, and also just, development of our team, which is exactly what series we're going to be starting here today. We are excited to start bringing some of our team members in so you guys can get to know them too. But I just want to ask Nina, since we're going to be introducing our team here, first let's introduce the person sitting here.
What's up, y'all?
Here. Go ahead. This is Zeke. You want to tell our viewers a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, my name is Zeke. I'm a producer / artist out here in the 757. I'm originally from Maplewood, New Jersey. And yeah, I'm a part of this amazing team. They're going to tell us a little bit more about it, and I can't wait to talk a little bit about it with you.
Yay.
Okay, well,
yeah,
we're
so
glad to have you.
Yes, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
We're going to do a little recap of basically what the show is, why we're doing it. So, Michelle, go ahead and explain what it is.
Okay, so this is a competition for songwriters and performers. This is all original. So we're looking for people who, you write your own songs and you perform them. That's who we're looking for. Obviously, that's a big difference in a lot of competitions. But just because there's no covers, we're not going to be singing other people's music. We want to hear your story. We want to know who you are through your music. And we want to be able to share your passion that invested in your music. We want to share that with you and just, be on this journey. So important information to know is our registration. We had a lot of people reach out after the last podcast, which we love.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, we appreciate it. So we are going to be open the registration on our website October 1st. So registration start October 1st. It ends on Halloween, October 31st. You can go to register on our website, which is www.thefullpackagecontestvirginia.com. So that's where you're going to go to get your registration. You can also follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and Threads. And just by looking us up at the Full Package Contest of Virginia. So that's where we're going to be posting a lot of our updates. We'll be releasing also, if you just tuned in a few minutes ago, we released our commercial. And so we're going to be posting that as well. So you can see all of our team and hear a little bit about exactly what it is we're looking, the criteria of who is the full package. So actually, Nina, why don't you explain to our viewers what is the full package?
All right, so the full package for us is an artist that is able to get their story across and, actually reel in the crowd when it comes to their lyricism and their songwriting. Sometimes when artists are just starting out, they'll kind of do the same type of songs over and over again. So this is really a great opportunity for people to learn how to do different varieties and be able to actually speak the different feelings that they're feeling, instead of writing about the same thing over and over again. So that, and then, go ahead, Zeke.
Just adding to that, we are we have prompts per week, or however often we're doing it. We're doing it 2 times a month. We have prompts so that, the contestants are able to write these songs, and we're challenging them in a sense to, be able to come up with music within the realm of those specific, genres or ideas, topics, just to, explore how they, I guess, create in their visions for their songs. So
Yep, that, and then of course stage presence. Are we able to understand what you're saying?
Right.
Are you able to get the songs mixed to where they need to be mixed and have that ear for that? That's really important too.
Yeah.
I know this is minor, microphone etiquette, just knowing how to do what you need to do.
Right.
Are you keeping us entertained? Are you keeping us drawn in? So
all along with lyrical content and musicality and all of that.
Yep, absolutely.
We've gotten some feedback in the last week, about what we're doing. And, one of the things that has been pointed out to us that, there has to be a catch. And I'm here to tell you there is a catch. And the catch is, I know there is a catch. There actually is a catch. The catch is, every 2 weeks, these artists, these contestants are going to be challenged to come up with a new original piece of music based on a theme. We're going to be providing the themes so that we know that these songs are original to this time period. So the catch is it's gonna take a lot of growth, not only on our part and our team's part, but also on the contestants. You're not just going to be able to come in, pull out all the songs you've ever written, and then just enter those in. There are very specific challenges that go through this contest because we want to grow, but we want you guys have the opportunity to grow as well, because that is what we consider the full package. If you're a music artist, sometimes you got to write songs, sometimes you got to do it in short notice. And under stress, nobody wants to write a love song when you're, just went through a breakup, or, write a breakup song if you're just happily, in love. Like that, it feels unnatural, but as an artist, that is what is expected. And I just want to point out, obviously, both of them are artists, and then our other guest that we're having today is also an artist. So I love being able to, just kind of extract from them, their thoughts through this process as we put this, contest together on if this is possible, And I just want to, hear a little from you, Nina. Do you believe like these challenges, like if you had to put it on a scale as a new artist or even developed artist, do you feel that these challenges are going to be extremely difficult?
I feel like being consistent in making your music is going to be the most difficult thing. And then secondary, I feel like is actually being able to be vulnerable and be able to put how you're feeling down on a piece of paper and record it if you're not used to that. That's why we're doing this competition, is to challenge you as an artist and help you grow. There's always different waves of you being an artist. Whether you want to try a new genre or you want to do different collabs with people, you're always going to be taking risks and doing new experiences. So this is basically like a boot camp. I feel like is a good way to put it.
And she coming from somebody who's in the military.
Exactly.
I would say that.
We
right?
love that.
Thank you for your service.
Right.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. But you know what? Like, seriously, this experience is gonna basically be like a music boot camp. And I'm gonna get to the skivvy of it because people were questioning us about this. When it comes to the registration fee, it is $25, point blank, period.
Period.
It is $25. People were like, what? There's no way. And that's where there has to be a catch thing. And the cash prizes are third place, $500, second place, $1,000, first place, $1,500, and some other perks that we're getting together. So that's the thing, is people are used to, we talked about this last time, being taken advantage of and basically getting money stolen from them, having to pay stupid amount of money to get into these different festivals and stuff. I'm not going to get deep into that for this episode, but like I said, $25 registration fee, point blank, period. And then we have the cash prizes.
Yeah.
So, and I had someone ask me, why are the cash prizes that amount? Why are they so large compared to other things going on in the area? And you made a really good point when we spoke about this, was that if you want to make your own studio at home, if you want to book studio time, if you want to book producers, collaborations, features, that costs money.
A lot of money.
It costs a lot of money. So the reason that the cash prizes are that much money is so this gives you, like I said last time, a kick in the ass to start doing what you need to be doing as an artist and that you want to pursue.
Yeah.
So you can't make an excuse if you say you don't have the money if you win, the top 3 prizes from the competition.
True. That's true.
Yeah, that's all I've got on that.
And hopefully these prizes will afford, the people who win an opportunity to, do something great with it. Yeah. Obviously, I got a lot of eyebrows in the beginning when I said this is what the prize is going to be. A lot of eyebrows in the room went up, which I understand, but I also, being a business person, I recognize that you have to invest in people.
Yeah.
And in my regular businesses, I invest in my management, my supervisors, and my employees. And if I'm not regularly looking to invest, then I'm not going to get back regardless. And, I really believe in that. And so, and this, the registration is not going to be any more than 25. There's not going to be hidden fees. It's being held right here in Hampton Roads in Virginia Beach. This is a really amazing opportunity for artists in the area. And trust me when I say there's going to be people watching. There's people that already know about this contest that are in the industry, and they're watching. They're going to be watching.
This is a great networking opportunity as well.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
So we're excited. So with that, that's just kind of going back over a little bit of what we're doing, why we're here, and so obviously we wanted to take this opportunity over the next few weeks to do some introductions for our own team, the people who come every single Wednesday and meet with us, and we hash it out. We have disagreements, and we love each other after. And we sometimes we agree to disagree, and we compromise. But one thing I absolutely love about everybody on our team is that we're very passionate about this project for various different reasons, and we're committed. And that's one thing that it makes me emotional sometimes when I just really appreciate everybody that comes every week takes time, out of their day or in between shifts
Yep.
just to, put an emphasis on this project. So with that being said, yes, we have Zeke here today with
Yeah.
us.
So, by the way, he was hired to the team as our head of sound and vocal production. So that is his title. Yeah, let's get started with the questions. So if
Yeah.
you want to go ahead and get started, Michelle, we can take turns. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
I love
Go
that.
ahead.
Yep. So I guess Zeke, you did kind of say a little bit of where you're from, and of course your name. I just want you to tell our viewers a little bit about your educational background in regards to music, how you got into music even before your educational background.
Yeah, I got you. So, I mean, I've been doing music all my life. Music has been definitely in my household growing up. My father was a singer. He was a part of this band called Crown Heights Affair. You can look it up. Check him out. He's really great. And he was the lead singer in that band. So he's always been singing. We've been singing in church all our lives. And, so I've always had a very musical upbringing. And my mom is a musician at heart, she says. She went to Arts High back in Newark, New Jersey. And so she understands music, and she understands the love of music. So I definitely got my love of music from her, and kind of like my talent, I guess, from my dad. But growing up, I grew up, like I said, in Maplewood, New Jersey. It's a pretty diverse area. Lauren Hill actually went to my high school, Columbia High School. Come on, Cougars. I didn't watch the football games. I'm a music head, I'm telling you. But yeah, I grew up there, and there was it had a really good arts program, and a lot of good opportunities there. And then I was able to go on to Berklee College of Music in Boston. I majored in music production and engineering, and I was a vocal principal there as well. Had a lot of good opportunities out there as well. Most of my resume happened from Berklee College of Music. I'm sorry, guys.
Look, it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
But where was I? Yeah, Berklee. Yeah, I was in an a cappella group called Pitch Slap. That afforded me a lot of great opportunities. I was able to work on a movie out there called Coda, which actually won 4 Oscars this year, which was dope. So we were able to do a lot of really good stuff out there and really build our resumes up. There was a great student body and a wealth of talent and knowledge out there. So, yeah.
We love that.
Yeah.
Yes, and all his experiences and everything, you can just tell, every time I call him up to stage, I call him the voice of butter. And you guys will hear something from him at the end of this podcast, so stick around. You'll see why. All right, our next
Swag.
question is, so when you're making music, what does your process look like? And I guess the order that you do things, or where, do you make the beat first? Do you write lyrics first? Do you switch it up? And then do you have any traditions that you do, anytime that you're creating a song?
I definitely switch it up. Anybody who knows me knows I'm very disorganized sometimes. So that's kind of like how my sessions look. It's like, okay, this was an idea. Okay, now I'm kind of putting the puzzle pieces together, but I can see the picture. And
The full package.
the full package. I can see
Sees the full package.
I can see I can see it though, and I'm trying to, put it together. But sometimes I start with a beat, and then I'll write the lyrics to it. The beat usually inspires it, or sometimes it's usually a hook that I'll have, or sometimes I'll just go on my notes and write down phrases that I heard, and I'm like, that could be a title, and then I might go off of that. So yeah, it's a little all over the place. I guess some trends that I have though is with my beats, I start with 8-bar loops for most of them. Whatever I'm creating, whether I'm programming it or sampling, I'm starting with 8 bars and just looping that and kind of making the song structure with that. Whether I change sections or whatever, it's an 8-bar loop. So yeah.
Okay.
And I'm very vocal adept, so I definitely get down on the layering of the vocals and all of that.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, them harmonies. Them harmonies are so would make Boys to Men jealous.
Okay. No.
good.
Let's work, Boys to Men.
So good. So the next thing I want to ask you is, obviously as over time, your musical inspirations can change a little. What are your musical inspirations from, before you got into music, maybe right when you first got into music versus now?
I listened to a lot of stuff, and it was never like a specific artist all the time. The only specific artist that everybody knew that was my biggest, I guess, entertainment inspiration is Michael Jackson. Like, hands down, the full package.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson,
We love
100%.
Michael. Rest in peace.
But in terms of vocals, I kind of really took a turn with how I felt like I was sounding when I started listening to Kim Burrell. She's a gospel singer, and she's renowned. She's amazing. I listened to, and my parents are a little older, so I definitely have an old soul. Definitely listened to a lot of the Jacksons and a lot of, Mandrill and Earth, Wind and Fire and things of that nature from the 70s. That was my mom's era, and my father was in a group during that era. So, all of the good funk music, Funkadelic and all of that, and then adding on, because I had a little bit of a classical background as well. I grew up playing classical piano first, and then I've transitioned to some other stuff musically. But so I listened to a lot of stuff. My playlist could go from Hans Zimmer, The Last Samurai soundtrack, to the Clark Sisters, so to what's something, raunchy. Anything,
Anything.
Like
Yeah,
I like
anything
music. I like music a lot, and I feel like they all tell their own different stories, even if it's the party. Like, it's something. It's somewhere that you can put yourself, and you can experience it.
I love it.
Yes. And that's a lot of inspirations, and I can tell, because I know you personally as well, that you are so versatile, and you're always drawing in different sounds from different things, and you 100% lay that down in your music, and I love it. So,
Actually, can I ask one thing? Because I
Yeah.
think we should have asked this in the beginning. How did you meet us?
Oh,
Tell,
yeah.
tell
Duh.
everybody how we met you and that.
I just came into there was this place called Hooked on Hookah, rest in peace. But we I just went out there to check. I was checking out some of the scenes around there. My parents moved to Virginia, and my whole family kind of moved to Virginia around 5 years ago. So, I was coming back and forth between here and Boston and stuff like that. And then I came back here for some family issues and things of that nature. Everything is good, but yeah, I just had to deal with it at that specific point. And so I ended up staying here. I ended up trying to, see what the scene was like out here, because I'm used to the East Coast, the northern East Coast, and I was very active up there. So, this was a new set of people, and I didn't really have a circle or, people that I knew. So I was checking out some spots around, and every spot I went to kept closing down. But
so it's you. I'm
must
just
be
kidding.
me. I don't know.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, I don't know why that was happening, but I ended up walking into Hooked on Hookah, and they were having an open mic night. I got there a little too late, so I wasn't able to sign up on the list. But I just met Nina, and she was very friendly, and you know how Nina is. She's gonna take all your information. She's gonna stalk your page a little bit,
Plug you in.
but like with love, so that she knows who you are, and so that she knows how to approach you the next time that she sees you. And so the next time that I came and I performed. And basically, it's history from there. We just kind of kept doing it. I came a couple times, became a regular there, and then I met Michelle, because she started coming as well to see the talent, and the rest is history.
The first time I saw him perform, I said the same thing to him that I said to her. Why are you here?
I'm dead.
I was like, the
Listen,
musical talent is incredible.
There's a time and place for everything.
I literally, because so when you first came in and I saw you perform, I was like, literally, why are you here? Why did you show up to my open mic? And there's so many other events that's going on, and you were like, I mean, I kind of just showed up to one, and this is what ended up
Exactly.
happening.
I didn't know of any events, so if there was
But-
anything I saw, I'm like, okay, let's come in here.
And then, like you said, it was history from there.
History from there.
So I booked him as one of my headliners, And so I think you were there for maybe like 6 months.
Mhm.
You were there for a long time with
Mhm.
me, so I
And
appreciate.
At some
you.
point, I was still going back and forth to Boston to do some gigs out there, so I had stopped for a minute. So it was more like a year, but like
Yeah, that's
yeah,
true. Yeah,
there was just like some periods where I was going back during the weekends. So
man, it's been a long time.
it has.
Yeah.
that
We're
that
on a
that,
whole
that went
journey.
by like that.
Yes. Well,
So-
go ahead.
oh,
Go ahead,
my
Nina.
bad.
Yep.
So, going from that experience, obviously we knew your potential and your credentials, and you know, we knew you had to be a part of the team. But for you, why were you interested in joining the team? We came to you, but why were you accepting of it and wanting to be a part of the team?
Well, I feel like during the time that we were doing the open mics and things of that nature, we saw a lot of great talent, and you know, I definitely heard around everywhere that Virginia has a lot of great talent that comes out of it, but is never embracing what's actually happening here.
Yep.
So I kind of resonated with that. Sometimes you don't fit in certain situations or whatever, but you always want a little bit of support. So this is just a support system in a way. It's kind of a mentorship. It's kind of a developmental artistry process, but it's also like, I think, something that's not just good for the contestants but for us. It's an outlet for us. Even when we think we're helping other people, we're helping ourselves. So yeah.
We love that.
So with that, understanding going forward in the future, what does this project, the full package, what does it mean for you for furthering your career going forward?
Repeat that.
The being a part of the project, how do you see that playing into your own future as an artist as opposed to just our project?
Like I said, it's a learning process, a growing process for all of us. For me to have standards on how somebody creates, it makes me think about my music differently, and it makes me approach what I'm putting out, differently. That's probably why I haven't put out anything in 3 years, but I mean, what I feel like is coming of it right now is because of all of the things that I've been involved in. It's made me a little bit more driven. It's made me, think about what I'm doing a little bit more. So I think it's only a learning curve for everybody, and I think that is going to be the biggest impact on, me, not who I meet or not who I work with, not how much money I make, but like what have I learned from all of the experiences that I have.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like a layer of accountability to
Right.
yourself.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's powerful in itself that you look at it that way, as opposed to looking at the exposure that you would get.
Yeah.
You're looking at it as accountability and growth,
Yeah.
which speaks a lot to your character, which, all the time that Nina and I have spent with you and, obviously spent with other team members, is no secret that, you're a person of character, that you're a kind person, like you're an honest, loyal person. You, like I said, you come every week and you're there to contribute to, the process and make it helpful and help us when we when
Yep.
we're overwhelmed. And we definitely appreciate that. So we obviously, my original vision is that all of you artists through this process would get more exposure.
Right.
But I do love that you view it in other beneficial ways other than just getting exposure. But
Right.
obviously from my perspective, you guys are amazing artists, so I see you as more than qualified
Yeah.
to be on this journey and for everything that's coming ahead. But I do love how kind and humble you all are as well. And it just helps me know that we are going to grow as a team.
Yeah.
We're just going to become stronger and stronger in our friendships throughout this process. And so I love that.
Yeah.
The
so
talent
if
on
you-
the team, crazy.
Yeah.
So I know these contestants are about to be crazy too. So
Yes.
yeah.
So, side note, just to add a little more spice onto how much he dedicates himself to what we're doing, and when he sticks to something, he sticks to it. So, you guys heard the theme song in the commercial that was at the beginning. Him and I co-produced it. He mixed and mastered it. That was a lot of work, obviously.
She also helped mix and master it. I
The
just
humble.
and she
The
was there.
humble
Trust
there.
me.
Yes, he's
She was
very
there for
humble.
many hours helping me mix and master
Look,
that.
we had multiple. I think the first session was at least like 10 hours,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
you were there.
I was there for that one.
That was just recording, and then we had to record a
Yes.
little more. Then we got to the mixing.
Yes.
Mixing was like a 12-hour process,
But
just with you.
Yeah.
You know, so
You know, we DoorDash at a McDonald's or something, but
yeah,
it was a legit studio session.
right.
But yeah, and then of course we wrote the song.
Mhm.
You wrote your portions of the song, and then he was helping me with
Shout
my
out to Goblin.
harmonies. Yes, Goblin.
Yeah,
Shout out.
Yes.
he coined the song.
Yeah.
For real, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, and you're such a great vocal coach as well, and that's another reason we wanted to have you a part of the team, because you're so willing to help people if you know that they're willing to put in the work. And so obviously we're in the studio for hours on hours,
Right,
and I'm
right,
like,
right.
I don't know what harmony to put on this part, and you're like, okay, we'll do this, like whatever, and I'm like, oh, I can't do it, and you're like, you can do it, do it.
If I know you can do it, then you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it
Right,
out. It's
right.
fine.
And the
We're
song
gonna do it
turned out
500 times.
right.
You're gonna do it.
Yep, you can do it.
And
Too.
he's so nice,
My
too.
takes take 20 takes too. Don't think that I don't sit there and do take after take after take, because I know how I want it to sound. So if you're gonna put it in my, we're gonna do the takes. It's fine.
And he's
but
so patient.
she did such a good job.
Thank you.
She did such
He
a
would.
good job.
It was so cute because he'd be like at the computer, because we were in the studio at my house, and I'm recording, and I'm behind him, and he'd be like, "All right, let's just do that one more time." And I'd be like, oh. "I'm like, okay." I'm like, "Yeah, that one was not good, but we got it, and the song is fire."
Right.
So that's all I had to add. But you can
I
ask
love
the
that.
next
I
question.
know. I absolutely love that. So the next question that we want to know: what are some of the challenge that you faced as a music artist, not only obviously here, but in Boston, like you shared? I guess just share first some challenges you had in Boston, but then also, since you've come to Virginia, what have been the biggest challenges that you have experienced trying to network and just build your business and your name here in Virginia?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll start in Boston. I guess in Boston, well, in Boston it was kind of different. There was a lot of, it wasn't competition, but there was a lot going on where I was. So it just kind of, it drove me differently. It wasn't necessarily like I was driven, but I'm here. So like I was working on things and things of that nature, and then quarantine hit.
Right.
And that
Yeah.
kind of put a dampen in my work ethic, I'm gonna be honest, and just like things that I did for myself, and so, to have a whole bunch of other things going on, you might have some, financial issues, or you might have, I had some physical issues going on even back in Boston. I got hit by a car back in Boston.
Jeez.
And so the mental kind of state that you go through
my
with that, I didn't use music to kind of get that out. And it's not like I have to talk about it, but it's like music is healing to me, and like when I just submit myself to that and the Lord, like I'm fine, so when I'm trying to, but I, was kind of, it was like 4 or 5 years ago, so a lot younger, and I'm just dealing with things a little better now. But, after Boston, it's like there's a whole bunch of, you almost have sensory overload. It's like you're doing so much, and then all of a sudden dead stop, and it's like you kind of got to figure out where you're going from there, or like how you fit in that. And funny enough, when I put out my album, it was during quarantine, and it was probably one of the worst times for me to try to be doing that, but like I got it done because of the quarantine as well.
Right.
So there was like a pro and a con to it. Like I didn't necessarily feel like I was as driven as I should be, but I got it done, and I'm relatively proud of what I put out, or happy with it. So, it was a learning curve then, and then I come here and it's a little bit more of a deadpan even so, because now I don't have the people that I'm used to.
Support.
Right. Yeah.
The support group, the support people, my friends that I'm used to, people that, I could count on musically, to not necessarily just be doing stuff with or collaborating with, but just to be in the same room and throw musical ideas back
Right.
and forth, sing with each other. I always sang. It was an a cappella group.
Yeah.
That's not every song turned into a,
Yeah.
that perfect stuff. That's exactly
Yeah.
what it is. Not as corny, but we did what we're doing, and so we put a little jazz flair to it because Berkeley's a jazz school,
course.
Yeah,
so
and it's fun.
and
Yeah, it
so
is.
check it out, Pitch Slapped, and
All
they're still
platforms.
great. Check them out. But yeah,
No, go ahead.
so here, I guess it just, you guys definitely drove me a little bit more, and that's what I said. Like, it wasn't just, it started off with, I don't care how many people are at Hooked on Hookah, it could be 2, but I'm gonna show up and perform like it's a packed crowd,
Right.
and it started with just, getting my mindset back into the mode of doing what I love to do, and so and that's why I say this team, that's Leia, sis, you can't call me.
Look, he's popular. He's getting phone calls. 'cause he's on the podcast.
It's just my sister, y'all. She's great though. She's the one that got my single "Wrong Guy" on the station in Norfolk, 91.1.
Hey.
That's
great.
all her. So I got to
love
give
that.
it to her. She was my support system as well as my family when I got here. So yeah.
All right. So we just got the signal.
Mhm.
For time's sake,
Okay,
we're gonna have to cut this a little short.
That's fine.
But I'm asking you one more question.
do it.
What is one piece of wisdom that you can share with other people and other artists that are trying to pursue their music?
Be kind to yourself.
Yeah.
What you're doing is what you're doing. Don't compare yourself to anybody else.
I love that.
Don't compare yourself to anything else. You are doing this walk by yourself. Of course you have support, but at the end of the day, this is your life, and you have to, take the road as it comes and just enjoy that. Enjoy the ride, whether it's up and down, that you're going to have them, but, be kind to yourself in the midst of all of that because you're okay.
Yes.
Love that.
Yeah.
So encouraging.
Swag.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Be kind to yourself.
Thank you for coming. We love you.
Thank you for
Yes.
having me.
Yes.
We do.
Say hi.
We do.
Say bye, rather.
Bye.
Those my people, y'all.
All right. So our next team member, bring it on over here. His name is Dezay. He just put out a music video for his song "I'm Good." Every time he performs it, the lyrics are so good, and it's based off of
So
his own
amazing.
experiences. We've cried multiple times. So
Yeah.
So we've known him for a long time, and not only does he have the credentials and a fantastic voice, it's so
He
beautiful.
does amazing voice.
Look how tall he is.
I
first of all.
know. I know. He also is a backup of personal security for us. So don't
Yeah.
mess with us
Don't mess with this.
because he's got it. He's got it.
Yes. So we hired him as our head of security and production assistant, and he's so good about adding input into all of our meetings and ideas and all that kind of stuff. So we love him for that. So we'll go ahead and get started on some of the questions. Dezay,
Tell us who you are.
tell us a little bit about yourself, where
Yeah.
you're from.
Hey, how you guys doing? My name is Dezay. I'm from Victoria, Virginia. I moved to the 757 area 4 years ago. Singer, songwriter, actor. Do a little bit of modeling. I've been singing since I was 5 years old. Gospel competitions, gospel choirs, all kinds of stuff like that. Good stuff. I was offered a contract at 19. I did take it, but it was crappy. And then I was offered another opportunity at 24 when my mom was declining with her health. So I couldn't take it, but I think that God has designed for me to have all my blessings come back in full circle.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just singer, songwriter, Gemini. I could be a bit challenging for some people sometimes, very versatile with my sound and stuff, real old school and old soul. So yeah, it's pretty much me in a nutshell.
Yes.
Well, thank you. And I know I love having you on this team. You make me laugh and smile. Even on days where I'm just over it in a horrible mood, he will always say the one thing that it just makes me laugh.
Right.
He's just a joyful person to be around. You know, I just want to kind of ask you, what made you want to be a part of this project? You know, I kind of want to know that from everybody on our team, but I want to know why did you want to be a part of this?
I had to take my glasses off. Take my glasses off for this one. So the main reason why I wanted to be a part of it is because there's a lot of favoritism. There can be a lot of favoritism in certain areas, in certain parts of certain situations. And I like to be in the background sometimes. I don't think that everything is about me. I don't think everything is about my friends. I like to see talent for what it is, not because we're cool. So that is the main reason why I wanted to be a part of this. And I remember when we were speaking about it in the past, and you was like, I got some coming. And I'm like, okay. And he was like, you want to be a part of it? I was like, hell yeah. You know, because it gives me an opportunity to find people or get some people involved that are talented, that want to do it, but they stopped doing it for years because of situations like not being able to showcase their talent because of people who know people and they can't get put on this way or unless you do this, unless you do that. And I have proven myself, and I hope that's an inspiration to a lot of other people too. You can do the work. I hate when people always say you have to do the work. You have to do the work. You can do the work, but at the same time, who you know.
Right.
That's right.
You feel me? Like there's some people who don't even deserve to be on the stage, don't even deserve to have a damn mic in their hand, but they open and for this and they doing this and they doing that, and it's like, how?
Right.
You don't take it serious, but in divine time, everything comes to full circle. So that hope that answers your question.
It does, and I remember we had a lot of long conversations.
Long.
We did. We
Long,
talked for
long,
hours
long.
about your experiences. And do you remember the one thing that I asked you? You may not remember it. I remember asking you. I said, do you trust me?
Mm-hmm.
Do you trust that what I'm saying, with me saying this is what we're going to do? This was before we ever put the team fully together.
Right.
This was before anything came to what it is now. And I said, do you trust me?
Right.
Because it's important to me that not only the people on our team, but also the contestants, that there is a level of trust, because we know there's been pain and trauma.
Oh, of course, yes.
Not only just here with the music scene and the culture that has been created that is unfair, it's bias, it's who you know, it's who's putting money in this person's pocket, that's who's going to get the spotlight. Doesn't matter, you know, how creative you are, how talented you are.
Right.
And, you know, just the fact that you were willing to share those vulnerable moments with me. Man, it only further just made me want to jump off the cliff to do this. I did, because, you know, I love people. I think that everybody knows that about me. I love people. I love getting to know people.
Right.
And not only that, I love to get to know, where do people want to go? Where do you want to go in your life? Let me see. I may not be the expert to know how to get you there, but I'm going to try to connect you with somebody or something that's going to get you there.
Right.
Exactly.
And I just remember our late night conversation.
It's still late night.
Right. And we've all talked about this too.
Right.
Is obviously people know in the music industry, it's who you know, it's about
Right.
networking, but it's really about who you know.
It's really about who you know,
But
yeah.
also, someone I had spoken to about this was gatekeeping.
Yes.
Is people in the music industry see music as a competition.
Of course, yes.
And not as, even though we're running a competition.
Yes.
It's like I said, it's like a boot camp, essentially.
Right.
But really, it's going to help you grow. But in general, music should be about collaborating.
Correct.
It shouldn't be about, hey, you just performed on stage. Am I
Right.
going to perform better than you?
Mm-hmm.
Is my song going to be better than you? When, you know, we're at an open mic.
Right.
Yeah, literally.
It's
When
not
we're
even
at
a
karaoke.
right. You know, it's
Like-
always something. There's more talking on stage than actually showcasing their talent.
Right.
There's always somebody talking shit, and it's like, but then you turn around and you want me to support you. You want me to tag you in this. You want me to share this of yours. Why? You know everybody. What's the point?
Right.
What's the point? You know everybody. Your shit always on the radio. You doing this, you doing that. At the end of the day, for myself, I look at it like this. I always feel that, whatever you put into, doing something, you put your all into it. People here may not like it or may not support it because you have your own rules.
Yeah.
You don't bother to follow what anybody else is doing. You got your own thing going on. And when you got your own thing going on and you know who you are as a person, sometimes that could be a attack. It could be like a bother to people. Yeah. And me personally, you know what I'm saying, coming where I'm from, I give zero shits about how anybody feel about me. You know what I'm saying? Because people where I'm from who might be chiming in on this live, they know what time it is. And you could be an amazing talent. You can know many people, but it's all about your character.
Right.
If you don't have good character along with good talent, you ain't shit.
Yep.
That's just how I look at it.
Love it. Yep.
And that's just always kind of been me. I never really sugarcoat nothing. I don't think I'm better than anybody else or whatever. There's plenty of talent here that's better than me. They don't even see it yet. Yeah. They don't see it. They don't understand it because of what is going on with the shows and the business and how things is done. So, yeah.
Yeah. And I touched on that last episode. I've always had an issue with that. You've dealt with it. I've dealt with it. I'm sure Zeke has dealt with it. Many other artists in this area have dealt with it, and everywhere else too. But I'm gonna bring it back a little bit to a little bit more positive side.
Yes.
But
yes, because I go in.
I'm just kidding. So, who are your musical inspirations, and who would you dream of, or who do you dream of having a collab with in the future?
Mary J. Blige is one of my greatest inspirations. Joe Levert is one of my great inspirations. Johnny Gill is one of my great inspirations. A lot of these people are older. Sylvester, he's a gay icon. He's one of my inspirations. Jermaine Stewart, he's one of my greatest inspirations as well. I would call him a gay icon as well, but a lot of people don't remember him. But there's a lot of people in the industry today. Some of them today, I would like to work with, like Chris Brown. I would like to do something with him. I would like to do something with Anthony Hamilton, Calvin Richardson, Life Jennings. I would like to do something with Mary J. Blige as well, Jasmine Sullivan. The list goes on with just a few people today that I would like to do stuff with, especially Ari Lennox.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I have a list of inspiration, so just please go to the next question.
Yeah, that would be
so
incredible.
All right.
Yeah.
You got the next one.
Because that shit ain't gonna never end.
So, I love all music.
So I want to kind of ask you something similar to what I asked Zeke earlier. How do you see your growth through being a part of the full package? But I want to specifically ask your growth as it relates to working with these other artists coming in. Some of them may be new to this, and they may be going through things that you went through, years ago. So how do you see your growth changing through this process and just working with some of the contestants?
I can put what I've been through and what I know people to go through into this in a big way, because I'm good at trying to encourage someone to continue to keep going, because I know what it feels like to be critiqued.
Yeah.
I know what it feels like to be put down. I know what it feels like for your family to drag you. So when your family drag you, you look at everybody else in the world like, you got to come better than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to come a little harder than that,
That's so true.
So I kind of look at it like I could be a good influencer when it comes down to the talent, and come down to their self-esteem and trying to push them, because they may see things that, I might see things or y'all may see things that they don't see.
Right.
So it could be beyond just the songwriting, just encouraging them to be a better person, or just be a better type of character, I guess, because some people just need a push. Yeah. So I think that's my input on what I could help with, if that answer your question.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that definitely answers the question. And, I do know that all of you artists, through this process, you're all going to have it's going to be it's going to be a mentoring
Yeah.
challenge as well. You know, there's a reason why all of you are a part of this process, and it's because you all have already overcome so much, and your mindsets are different. You know, you said something earlier about, you know, people, you have a certain way about you, and if people don't like it, you know, basically it is what it is.
Right.
Right.
But I call that boundaries.
Right.
You know, at some point as an artist, you know, you have boundaries. And, you know, on the last episode, I spoke about an artist that I kind of followed through his journey for a little bit through the last year. And I was able to see that, you know, the difference between when you do have boundaries in this area, a lot of times when you hold certain boundaries to what your worth is, you know, something as simple as being paid to do
Yeah.
festivals.
Right.
Right.
And you know, if you're going to have a festival, you know, instead of charging all your artists who are going to draw more people in,
Right.
Yep.
you know, that's just one example, but being paid and having boundaries of knowing your worth as you are growing as an artist. And so you touching on that is important. There's nothing wrong with having boundaries on the business side of it.
Right.
But so often I feel there's a gap between the artist side of it and the business side
Of course.
of it. And, you know, obviously they always say, well, get a manager. Well, not everybody can afford a manager,
Right.
you know?
Or find one they can trust.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You know?
who won't also try to take advantage of them. But I love also that I feel through this process, all of, you know, our team, we're going to be able to assist in, which you all will see when you meet, you know, more people on our team, but we'll be able to assist on both sides of that. There's going to be growth on the music side and the business side. And,
Yep.
you know, just to kind of like have the full package. Like,
All right. I'm gonna ask you this question. So, if you can think of it, what is, I would say, like the funniest experience that you've had either on stage or in the studio?
oh, I can't wait for this.
That you can
We're
tell
ready.
the people.
We're ready.
The funniest, I would say like the funniest, I don't really have funny moments in the studio. Actually, I do, but they on a good note. It not like really like crazy, because we just be acting a fool sometimes.
Yeah, having a good time.
Right. So, but I would say live. There's been a few times where our artists will go up before me, or this artist may go up before me, and I think we discussed this before. And there's an issue with sound. All of a sudden, there's an issue with sound. There's an issue with this. There's an issue with that. So the funny thing is, a lot of people when they perform, especially here, they're not live. Their mic is not on, or if it is on, they're basically karaokeing their own quote unquote lyrics that they wrote or whatever. So, but the thing is about it, whenever I have an issue with something, like, I guess they don't expect for me to be like, hey, just cut the track. I'll do it a cappella. And they
Yeah.
just look like this is me.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I want you to hear every rough part, every part I didn't breathe on, every part I messed up. I want you to hear I'm human.
That's
We
right.
like
And I want you to hear all
That's
of
right.
it. So some people feel like everything has to be so picture perfect. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of footage of Whitney. She's going off on a note, but she know what she doing, so she fix it. She know how to work the audience.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And a prime and, you know, later on, you know,
Yeah.
we're human. So I think certain people is like, try to be like, I guess try to traumatize people or try to make people look like a fool. And in reality, when you know how to deal with when you learn how to be professional, or you have basically mastered doing all this stuff since you were like little, because certain things you can't teach,
Yeah.
they look at you like you crazy.
Yeah.
There's no hood right up here. I've been doing this since I was 5. It's just been in a gospel field,
Yeah.
and certain things you just can't teach.
Yeah.
You know, so I guess I hope that answered the question, but yeah.
Yeah, so mistakes
Yeah.
on stage, which we've seen many times where the
Right.
sound is not.
Because I'm like, if you
what it
get
needs
theirs
to be.
right, I need you to get mine's right.
Right.
So with that being said, if I got to come back there and I got to do it myself, we can get it done. We gonna get it done.
Don't let
you know.
security come back and fix the
You
sound
know.
for you.
And we ain't got to get tactical.
We've all
You know?
dealt with that too. Being on stage and you're like, okay, that person's stuff was fine.
Right.
Now I'm up here, my mic ain't working, all this kind of stuff, and you're trying to tell people like,
Like,
Yes.
and some people ain't even paying attention. Can we talk about when we go to shows and
Bring it
we're not
in.
professional?
Bring it
That's
in.
Okay, I'm not gonna get too deep into it. We can talk about that later. But I mean, like, if you're hosting, if you're doing the mixing with the mixing board, you're DJing, you're doing sound. We went to something in the water,
Oh,
and the sound was
yes.
messed up.
They did some SWE.
Y'all went to a
I
concert.
can't, SWE. Oh, Key Sweat.
That whole- everyone that had it, they messed up
we
his
went to
sound.
that. That was just a couple weeks ago. They had Key Sweat out there. People were leaving the building and everything. The sound was so bad because it was so loud
And
in
you
the
know
front.
he was on stage pissed.
And you know he was
I
mad.
know
I would have
he-
been, you know, like Beyonce, and I always joke about it. She'd be like,
Somebody's getting
"Somebody's
invited.
fired."
Yep.
That's what I would have been
Somebody's
doing
getting
too.
fired.
Yeah, I was like,
It's terrible.
I would have shut down the concert. Stop everything. No. Testing. We're gonna go back to the beginning. We need to do
Yeah.
because
Like this-
you're not gonna try to have me
Right.
up
That-
in
that
here
happened
for the
with
next hour.
Run it back.
Nicki Minaj recently. She was like, "Yo, stop the track. Yo, what's going on with the track?"
Yes.
I said, and look, Wayne, he just chilling. He you know, he probably blooded up. I
It's
don't.
like I'm getting paid either way. I don't
Yeah,
care.
okay.
Like, shoot. But I love that. But yeah, I just we love having you on. Like I
Yes.
said, you're always a source of sunshine, and also, like I said before, if it does get cloudy,
All the time.
We
He be
know.
having us crack
we
up.
know he will.
Yes.
He will.
And so we're like mama bears, right?
Yeah.
So we went out with him and Z.
Oh my God, yeah, that
And
experience.
I'm gonna just tell y'all what happened. So
Yeah.
there was this
We
drunk
did.
ass guy, and we're all at the bar. He just takes Michelle's drink. He walks up. He said
He just went ahead and just
he
swiped it
followed him
through the establishment.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is why
Looking
he's
at
the
him
head
like
of
this.
security.
You know you took that drink.
Right. So we've seen it firsthand. Like, he's such a loving person and understanding and hilarious, but he got that switch.
Yeah.
He could turn it on and off
He's a
when
fire.
he needs to. So, and we saw it
Yeah.
because he was not about it that night.
I knew loyalty in that moment.
Yeah.
You were fighting for
Yes.
my drink.
Yeah, I
got a
don't play
whole
no
new drink.
games. Yeah. And he was looking so confused. I'm like,
He was drunk. He was probably looking like
yeah.
a million.
and look, he won't try to be found no more after that though. But
Right.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. And we're excited to, continue to build a great friendship relationship with you through this process. And I'm excited for our contestants to be able to get to know you and work with you and just be
Yeah.
able to experience you.
right,
Yeah.
there's a lot of layers.
Yes.
It's a lot of layers. Yeah.
Yes. And like I said, we love you and we appreciate you
I love y'all
being
too.
on the team.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. All right. So we have some things to announce before we end the show.
Yes.
So thank you to Zeke. Thank you to Dezay for coming on and joining us today. All right. Look at these events.
Hey.
Here we go.
And thank you to Power by Virginia because they have us here. They're holding us down for our podcast, and we're building a great relationship with them through this process as well. And I just cannot tell you enough good things about the team here. They're just really great. They're super supportive. So thank you so much to Power by Virginia. And so because we love Power by Virginia, we want to show love as well in so many beautiful events that you guys do for our community as well, because it's on the same heart strokes as what we're trying to do, which is build the community. And so we want to share some exciting events that they have coming up here.
Alrighty, so on the 16th of September, we have the 15th annual Seven Cities Rally for Peace. Go ahead and check that out. Yes.
Yes.
The villains, the Virginia villains.
Yes.
Yep, we got
so
that
come check that
one.
out.
And then we've got on September 16th, we have the exhibition game between Kempsville and East Coast of Hampton Christian Academy. Go ahead and check that out.
And then, of course, this is one I know that is near and dear to Power by Virginia.
Absolutely.
The Gunlock event at Aberdeen Elementary School. And that is coming up here on the 17th at 1 p.m. They're having music, food, free gun locks, school supply drive, which, to any parents like myself, school supplies are expensive, and they're continuing to send more lists at home.
Yep.
They have food donations, community resources to promote safe storage, and handling of firearms, which is extremely important if you do have younger children. So we just wanted to be able to let you know about these events coming up for Power by Virginia, and again, just how much we appreciate you all partnering with us through our process, and we love what you guys do as well.
Thank you, Power by Virginia. Zeke, bring it on over here.
Yep. Come on back up,
Come
Zeke.
on.
Come on in the room.
Yep.
Yes. You're good right there.
We're gonna
we
scooch
little,
over.
we little.
Yep.
Oh, real quick, tell them where they can follow you on Instagram.
Oh, yes. You can follow me at Deze_music. I have a new music video out called I'm Good. We're almost at 1,000 views. It's been out for 5 days now. But like I said, you can follow me at Deze_music and check out what I got going on.
Yeah, Zeke.
You can find me at Sir Thomas1 on Instagram. I believe it's at Sir Thomas25 on Twitter. It shows how much I use it. But yeah, just nope, it's at Zeke Vocals on Twitter. Right. Yes, that was my old Twitter handle. All right.
Nina,
God bless you.
How to find you as well?
Yes, I'm at Nina_NICHOLLE on Instagram and on TikTok. That's all I got.
Okay, and I'm Michelle Moonstar Michelle, TikTok, on everything pretty much, TikTok, Instagram, Moonstar Michelle, and we are
The
full package.
Poor name, but it's
Yeah. One L.
One L. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Forms, you can check it out. It's called Wrong Guy. It's my debut single. Check it out everywhere. Wrong Guy by Zeke. Zeke.
Told me he broke your heart. I know it must be hard, but I know a better way. Oh, you don't need to stay. I think you need something new, and I'll give it to you. Oh, if he don't make it right, then let me tell you, baby, you've been messing with the wrong guy. You better get it together or I'ma come by. You could do so much better, I'll make it alright. Let him go, you've been messing with the wrong guy. Girl, you've been messing with the wrong guy. Get it together or I'ma come by. You could do so much better, I'll make it alright. Let him go, you've been messing with the wrong guy. Yeah. I know how to make you smile, baby. I'ma hold you down. If you don't believe me now, we can run a trial. Baby, I've been listening. You don't like what he did, baby. Let me be your man. You won't have no problem. I'll give you anything, the finer things, if that's what you like. Remember everything, anniversary won't slip my mind. And when we're arguing, I'll let you in every fight. Baby, I'll change your life. Baby, you've been messing with the wrong guy. You better get it together. Come by. You could do so much better. I'll make it alright. Let him know you've been messing with the wrong guy. Now you've been messing
singing it just as well as the track.
Right.
Appreciate it.
He said
Right.
I was off. No, you weren't.
You're not
I was
wrong.
off right there a little bit.
Yeah, this
That's
Desi
fine.
right here. So it's Desi new single called "I'm Good." It's on all streaming platforms. Again, you can follow me at Desi_music. It has a music video out. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Listen, I done been through a lot of stuff. This right here is my testimony. This is my story. I'm thankful. I'm still here. I'm good. Listen.
Mama said no matter what's going on, keep your head up, So what if folks talk about you, they talk about Jesus. When I was 19, I tried to commit suicide. That was my third time.
See, I tried to take my life.
When I think about what I've been through, I'm so thankful I made it through. I made it. I put it all behind ya. Yeah. Ain't nothing in my way, yeah. I'm good. Hey, I'm good. When I think about what I've been through, I'm so thankful I made it through. Made it. I put it all behind ya. Ain't nothing in my way. I'm good. Hey, I'm good. I remember when I closed my mama's eyes. I remember the tears I've cried. Deep inside, my mental was insane. Tried to drink myself away. I tried to numb the pain. Been homeless a few times, but it's alright. Think about what I've been through. I'm so thankful I made it through. I've been through so much. I put it all behind ya. Ain't nothing in my way. I'm good. Hey, I'm good. When I think about what I've been through, so much. I'm so thankful I made it through. I put it all behind ya. Ain't nothing in my way. I'm good. Hey, I'm good.
Father God, I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for protecting me. For protecting me along the way. Father God, being covered by your blood is so amazing. I've survived so many storms. Still, I won't complain. I'm good.
Chillin'.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
I'm good. I'm good by Desi on all streaming platforms. The song was really personal. A lot of deep stuff going on in that mental health, alcoholism, depression, all kinds of stuff. You know, you can make it through whatever you're going through. Trust me.
Oh, yes. Great thing to end on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, baby. You keep crying. I'm trying to cry. Yes.
Good. We're not live no more?
And
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right.
Until next